Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Inshallah, we're continuing the topic questions and answers about Islamic veil, meaning parda. Alhamdulillah, we were listening to our previous dars regarding losing items, lost necklace, etc. And there was a parable that we heard. Now we're going to move forward, inshallah, which mentions 4 recitations, meaning wazaif for finding lost items. So if you've lost something, inshallah, you can try and do these wazaif, inshallah, and look for your lost items. Number 1, Ya Raqibu. If you lose something, then recite this abundantly. Insha'Allah Azza wa Jal, you will find it. And number 2, Ya Jami'u. If you lose something, then recite this abundantly. Insha'Allah Azza wa Jal, you will find it. And number 3, if something has been misplaced, then recite Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. While searching for it, Insha'Allah Azza wa Jal, you will find it, or else you will be granted another good thing from the unseen. Number 4, reciting Surah Ad-Duha 7 times. Insha'Allah Azza wa Jal, you will find your missing person or item. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Now there's a question here. What if an Islamic sister thinks I will become a sinner if I fail to fulfill the marital duties of my husband, and therefore she decides to remain unmarried due to the fear of Allah Azza wa Jal? Is this permissible for her? Let's look at the answer. The Islamic verdict about whether it is better for a woman to marry or not varies depending on her situation. Marriage can either be fard, meaning obligatory, or wajib, or makruh, or haram. If there is no Shari prohibition for an Islamic sister on getting married, and she only fears that she may not be able to fulfill her husband's duties, then instead of deciding to refrain from marrying, she should gather up the courage to fulfill those duties. In order to do this, she ought to acquire knowledge about her husband's duties. To learn these rulings is fard, obligatory, for every woman who intends to marry. Not only knowledge about her husband's duty, in fact the definitions of patience and gratitude, the details and relevant important information should be acquired. Studying Ihya'ul Ulum, etc. is extremely beneficial for acquisition of this knowledge. These days, it is very difficult for a woman to survive unmarried. This could cause domestic problems and also pose a risk of her committing many sins. Therefore, one should overcome weaknesses rather than totally abandon a good deed. However, if a woman fears that she will fail to fulfill her duties, then she will not be a sinner. If she decides not to marry unless she finds herself in a situation where it becomes necessary or mandatory for her to marry. Islamic history is rich in examples that arouse enthusiasm for observing or observance of Islamic teachings. There were pious female saints who remained deeply concerned about the fulfillment of their duties and sacrificed their likes and dislikes for the command of Allah Azza wa Jal and His beloved Rasul sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa alihi wasallam. My master Ala Hazrat Imam Ahl Sunnat Maulana Shah Imam Ahmad Raza Khan alayhi rahmatur rahman stated in Fatawa Rizwiya volume 12 page 297 reference version, some hadith report that on hearing the severity of husband's right, many women radiyallahu ta'ala anhum vowed never to marry in front of the beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not object to their decision. Here there are 3 of the reports written in volume 12 page 297 to 305. Number 1, a woman called Khasmiyah said to the beloved And blessed Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu ta'ala alaihi wasallam, please tell me what a wife's duty are towards her husband. As I have no husband, I feel I can fulfill those duties, then I will marry. Otherwise, I will not. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, a husband's rights on his wife are that if she is on a saddle and her husband wants to be intimate with her on the same ride, then she should not refuse. And it is his right that she should not begin a voluntary fast without his permission. If she does, then she will remain hungry and thirsty with no benefit, and her fast will not be accepted. And she must not exit home without his permission. If she does, then the angels of the sky, the angels of mercy, the angels of punishment all curse her until she returns. After hearing this, the woman commented, it is better that I never marry. And number 2, licking blood and pus. A lady radiyallahu ta'ala anha came to the beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and introduced herself. I am so and so, the daughter of so and so. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, I know who you are. What is your need? She answered, I came to ask about my so and so pious cousin, who is the son of my paternal uncle. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam responded, I recognize him too, i.e., tell what you want to ask. She said, he has proposed to me, please teach me the duties of a wife. If I can fulfill them, then I will marry him. He sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam answered, one part of the husband's right is that if blood or pus flew from both his nostrils and his wife licks it with her tongue, she still would not have fulfilled her duties to him. If it was acceptable for one human to prostrate to another, then I would command a woman to prostrate to her husband when he comes home from somewhere and appears in front of her, because this is the excellence that Allah Azza wa Jal has granted to men. When she heard this, she said, I swear by him who has sent you with the truth, I will never marry for as long as I live. Number 3, I will never marry. A gentleman, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, came to the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam with his daughter, radiyallahu ta'ala anha, and said, my daughter is refusing to marry. The Prophet of Rahmah sallallahu alaihi wasallam instructed her, obey your father. The woman radiyallahu ta'ala anha replied, I swear by the one who is sent you with the truth, I will not marry until you teach me the rights of the husband over his wife. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, a right of the husband over his wife is that if he has a boil and she licks it clean with her tongue, or if blood or pus flew from his nostrils and she swallows it, then she will still not fulfill her duties to him. The woman radiyallahu ta'ala anha responded, I swear by the one who has sent you with the truth, I will never marry. The noble Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, do not marry off women until they approve. Islamic sisters, this sacred hadith shows that amazing biographies of the honorable Sahabiyats radiyallahu ta'ala anhun teaches that they were extremely eager to acquire the religious knowledge of the matters they confronted. These parables also indicate the motherly mindset of the Sahabiyats radiyallahu ta'ala anhun regarding their duties towards their husbands. They always preferred refraining from the disobedience of Allah Azza wa Jal and His beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When making any important decision, they were extremely cautious regarding even the possibility of committing a sin. These blessed hadith also contain a lesson for married women as well, so that they must never fall short in their duties as wives. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. My dear Islam brothers and sisters, Keep watching Madani Channel Sky 746 and attend the weekly Sunnah inspiring Ijtimaz for men and brothers. It is on Thursday at 8 p.m. For sisters, it is on Sunday 11 a.m. Inshallah, do try to do invitation towards good and invite other Islamic brothers and sisters to these ijtimats. May Allah Azza wa Jalla reward you and give His ability to acquire religious knowledge, inshaAllah, and may Allah Azza wa Jalla grant us sincere marriages as well. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen. Jazallahu anna Muhammadan ma huwa ahluh. O Allah Almighty, accept our Salat al-Zuhr. If I made any mistakes in this short dars, this short speech, I ask for forgiveness. Whether I pronounced the names correctly as well, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, forgive me. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, first and foremost, give me the education, give me the ability to learn religious knowledge, and give me true amal of the deen, and also give true amal of the deen to Islamic brothers and sisters and our children. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, give us ability to abide by your commandments, by following the Sharia. Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, by living the Sunnah and adopting the Sunnah. And Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, ordering our faces with the beard as well. O Allah Almighty, enlighten our hearts with the knowledge of Islam and give us the ability to spread Islam, peace and harmony around the globe. Ya Allah, protect us from deviance, protect us from the shaitan, protect us from our egos, protect us from the love of the world. Ya Allah Azza wa Jalla, and give us the preparation of the afterlife and the akhirah. Soon we are going to die, Ya Allah. We request in your court, for the sake of your beloved Prophet, grant us death with Iman. We want to leave this world so that you are pleased with us, so that we can fulfill all the duties before we depart. Bless those who are passed away, our parents, grant them the highest level of paradise. Those parents who are alive, give us ability to serve them, to look after them, and Ya Allah, to achieve Jannah through them. This topic that we have discussed today about the veil, give our Islamic sisters, daughters, mothers the ability to veil themselves, to cover themselves, to protect them from zina, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, and protect the environment, our children that study in school, colleges and universities, protect the izzah, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, and make them the coolness of their parents' eyes. Those sisters who have committed mistakes, those daughters who have committed mistakes and sins, Ya Allah, grant them forgiveness from your mercy. Ameen. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد معدن الجود والكرم وآله وبارك وسلم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.